I'm not saying it in my best Becky voice. It may not be received really well. And so then I'm like angry and I'll sit on my hands when I talk and I'll whisper and say, hey guys, do you think maybe if we do this, it might cause that? I'm just asking, right? I don't want to go to work black some days.
Part of the conversation is to understand the reality of people who are in some of these positions. That's why we're thankful to have some of you being very honest with us, with really what it feels like to be in the seat that you're in. How can we empathize if we don't understand? How can we help you if we don't understand? And we thank you for being very candid with how you feel sometimes. But I think we also would say, thank you for fighting.
Yeah.
Question from the audience? Let me take a question from the audience. Am I going to have a question from the audience? Let me at least try to take one question from wonderful people that have been here. We're going to do it the right way, though. Before we do it the right way, let's just take one. I asked the other panelists. You can think of another one if you'd like to, but I would love to hear Franklin. I would love to hear Cheryl. We heard the panel before. You could take a fictional character, have it played by someone that looks like me. Who would you pick and why? We heard Sherlock Holmes, we heard Wonder Woman, and we heard The Godfather.
Played by you?
Not me, Franklin, but a black person, but someone that looks like me. But I'm not going to play it, Franklin. No. I'm a moderator, Mr. Brooks. I'm a moderator.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
Stay in my lane. I do what I do. Moderate. But I would like you to tell me. It was really exciting though to hear why. The why was really powerful. We heard it earlier. Who, and more importantly, tell us why. What story could that person tell?
Oh, it has to be a fictional character? Can I just choose like a historical character?
Franklin, just answer the question. Come on.
I don't know. I'm trying to tease out what exactly.
I would like you to pick a character who you think, if it was played by an African American, could really do something about the image that it could then portray about us, fictional or otherwise. Who would you pick?
Superman. Here's why.
And the why, though. Here we go.
Faster than a speeding bullet. Leap tall buildings in a single bound. And struggled with a double consciousness.
That's why I asked the questions. Same question to you, ma'am. Who and why? And when you tell us the answer, I want you to know, Sheriff, people really put that picture in their head. So as you walk them through the who and the why, understand they're actually imagining this right now. Who would you pick and why?
So I think my choice would be Naomi from the Book of Ruth in the Bible.
Naomi from the Book of Ruth in the Bible is the picture we all have. Cheryl, walk us through the why.
So Naomi was the woman whose husband and sons died, and she had two daughter-in-laws, and back then you had to take care of your own. And she quietly encouraged Ruth on how to navigate the system. And sometimes you don't have to make a lot of noise to make a big difference. So it would be Naomi.
I'm just going to suggest that if there are any screenwriters in the room, get started on that, because that's a really good idea.
Franklin, you think I'm asking these questions to be entertaining? I'm serious.
That's a really good idea.
Exactly why we're asking the questions.
Either update it to 2016 or do it, period. That's a great idea for a film.
We're not going to do that. I asked politely. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We'll bring a mic, but we'll do it civilly. I don't want to hear from you now, but not that way. So no, let's do it. No, I'm serious, please. I respect what we're trying to accomplish, but we want to hear from you now, and I need help out there. But if there is a comment and a question, and not a lecture, but a question, let's try and do a few of them. I can't see very well, so I'm going to need some
I'm
help.
sitting in the middle.
I can't see
I
at
know
all.
you can't see me. I'm
Okay,
just standing up.
please stand, sir, and be recognized. Please, your question, and please direct it to who you may want to have answer it.
Comments and questions. So I'll start with the question and sort of give you some background while I'm asking the question. We have been in this type of dialogue, specifically on this stage. I've come for 7 years straight. And the data that you have presented is the same data you presented every year, just updated. But we in this room have not changed our viewing habits. So I'm most angry at this audience because I see all your faces every year, and we still watch those housewife shows. Pisses me off why a black woman would
They
watch
were
that
clapping
show.
about it.
Exactly. Because I don't think we understand how that translates to why police want to kill me, why they want to drag you out the car. It's all connected. The question I have is, we're talking about unconscious bias, but no one's directly talked about conscious bias within this industry. And I'm specifically asking that question because I have worked in 2 different entertainment companies. I've worked specifically on executive diversity, looking for diverse talent. I've dealt with white leaders who said, give me your best. On one particular rec, we've given them 135 top qualified black individuals, and their response was, their thank you letter was not good enough. I want to hire the white guy, who they did hire.
Okay, question.
This is conscious. How do you address the conscious bias that we see every single day in the industry? It is 99% not unconscious, it's conscious.
Wow. Recognize the comment. Recognize the comment. Dr. Gary, do you want to reply to the comment?
In addressing the diversity issue, there's different sort of components in relation to diversity. And I, too, have worked at studios, and I totally understand about people consciously do things very inappropriate to you. And they do things, and they don't care about it, and they're upfront about it. But the idea is we have a rating system. Again, we have to somehow get the people to know, and this gentleman said it very well, that diversity films sell. And so the idea to earn that diversity badge on a rating system, adopted by a rating system, you can have that label so you can actually know that people made a better effort, because I totally understand where you're coming from about just the diversity issues, about 1 type of or 2 type of training systems that you have to go through in order to earn the label. So it's more about the marketing piece of people having to